You can make absolutely insane money buying under optimized businesses. But you need to be aware of a couple of things. First, you need to look for businesses where the owner has been slightly lazy, a little bit tired, maybe distracted, or just doesn't know how to grow it. For example, their skill set have grown it to a certain stage, but they've sort of hit this glass ceiling and they've sort of plateaued. They're great businesses because if you can hire in a skill set or you have the skill set yourself, which isn't absolutely necessary, but if you can hire in the right skill set, you're coming in from a different angle, fresh blood, you're not lazy and you want to grow the business, that can be a very good way to build upon a platform that is stable and is kind of under optimized. Now, there's some things that you need to look for to be able to detect these. For example, is the business only using ads? Are they only running Meta ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, and they don't really have an organic strategy where people can discover them through content organically with SEO? Maybe they've got like no email marketing or poor email marketing. Maybe they have a large email list they just haven't really tapped into. Maybe they've got a poor user experience or the buyer journey just sucks. Maybe they've got terrible conversion rates on their ads. Maybe they've got no upsells, downsells, and add to carts or add to cart sequences in their email list. There's just a list of growth strategies you can use depending on the business you're looking at buying. Maybe you're looking at buying a membership, recurring revenue, or software business where they don't really have a good retention strategy, but they're great at marketing and executing that. They're leaking people out. These businesses that do have these types of downfalls, maybe there's some businesses that are going downwards slightly, right? I typically like people to avoid those businesses that are plummeting off a cliff. Some people don't mind that because they're the turnaround guys. The turnaround guys are the ones that have a lot more cash outside of the acquisition to input into the business and really have the time, effort, energy, and dedication to reverse that trend. I don't typically tell people to go for that route. I typically like people to go and buy something that's more stable. But, there are some businesses out there that are under optimized and they are cheaper and you can double their profits or triple their profits and make some massive improvements with some basic tweaks.